Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new episode of Draw with Rob. With me, where am I? There I am. In my little space helmet with Ringo and Zorg the Explorer. Now then, my name is Rob Biddulph. I'm a children's author and illustrator. Maybe you've seen some of my books. Have you seen this one? This was a fun one. The Blue-Footed Booby. All about this blue-footed booby here. Well, actually, it's more about some red-footed boobies. Because as everybody knows, red-footed boobies are bakers at heart. Desmond here makes a mean frangipane tart. In fact, he's just made one, but here's something weird. The tart that he's just made has just disappeared. But I'm not going to read the whole story to you. Suffice to say, we have to follow the footprints, the blue footprints that were left at the scene of the crime, and see if we can find the blue-footed booby and see what has happened to that frangipane tart. That's a fun one. Have you seen my latest one? It's called Gigantic. It's all about a blue whale, but a very small blue whale with a very big name, Gigantic. And it's a good story, if I do say so myself. All about how it's not about how tall you are, it's about the size of your heart. So check that one out. And also check out my middle grade series, my first middle grade series, the Peanut Jones trilogy. There we go. I think they're all fitting in your screen there. We have Peanut Jones in the Illustrated City, Peanut Jones in the 12 Portals, Peanut Jones and the End of the Rainbow. And I'm so proud of these books. Look, I'll just have a little flick through this one. You can see how much illustration is inside. And it's all about this girl Peanut who finds this pencil, a magic pencil. Whatever she draws with it, that becomes real, so she draws a door and it leads to an illustrated city, and she is hoping that maybe, just maybe, she will find her missing dad in the illustrated city. So do check those out. But we are here today for a very special episode of Draw with Rob, because alongside all of my regular picture books and novels and activity books and things, I was lucky enough to be asked to write a very special book and to illustrate it too. And this is that very special book. It's called Charlie McGrew and the Horse That He Drew. And the reason it's a very special book is, can you see up here in the top right hand corner? It's a World Book Day book. It says here, free book with your World Book Day token. And that is super important because the team at World Book Day, they make a selection of books. They commission a selection of books from authors and illustrators just like me. And these books are made available to every single child in the country. Every single child in the country gets given a World Book Day token for free. They give them out at schools usually. That's where you should get your token, through your school usually. But there are various other places that you can get your token. And you can exchange that token for one of the World Book Day books in pretty much any bookshop that you can find. Certainly in any branch of Waterstones, in lots of supermarkets too. They will have the selection of books. Look, I've got three of them, right? I've got my own one, obviously. I've got this one here by Farida, and I've got this one by Louis. But there are, I think there's about 12 books. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll put them up now. Here you go. This is the full selection of World Book Day books for you to choose from. And as I said, you can exchange your token for any one of these books, whichever one you fancy. You can go into a bookshop or a supermarket and you can exchange your token and they will give you one of these books for free. Isn't that amazing? If you want more than one, do you know what? They only cost £1 each. So they're pretty cheap as well. So there's no reason that you couldn't get all of them if you want to. If you have saved up your pocket money, then you can get all of them. But the crucial thing is they're all for free, which is a really, really brilliant thing, don't you think? And I'm very proud of mine. First of all, isn't it cute? It's much smaller than my other picture books. It's kind of like, I used to read a lot of Mr. Man books to my children when they were little, and I used to read them myself when I was little, and this reminds me a bit of a Mr. Man book. But this is a different story for me, because as you can see here, it says it's a Draw with Rob story, and you guys are all Draw with Rob fans, so you are going to like it, because what I've done here, I've written this story all about a little boy called Charlie McGrew who, well, let's read the first bit to you, shall we? This is the story of Charlie McGrew, a regular art-loving kid, just like you. He lives in a flat on the 17th floor with a sign that says, "Sorry, no pets on the door." right? And what's cool about this book, I'm just going to stop here to tell you this bit. Can you see this pencil? You have to keep an eye out for these pencils through this story, because whenever you see this pencil, that means there's a spot for you to finish off the drawing. In this case, you can draw all the other people that live in this block of flats, you see. That's why it's a Draw with Rob story. So he lives in this flat on the 17th floor with a sign that says, "Sorry, no pets on the door." Oh, what he would give for a doggy like Pat's, or Kylie's chinchilla, or Lorelei's cat. Alas, that can't happen. No pets, the sign said. So Charlie's decided to draw one instead. And can you see, look, there's those pencils. Draw the rest of Pat's dog here. Colour in Kylie's chinchilla. Finish this extra cat for Lorelei. So lots and lots of fun for you to do. So what Charlie decides to do in this story is to draw himself a horse. Okay, so he draws himself a horse, but as you'll see when you read the book, the horse isn't very happy. I wonder why that could be. Now, I don't want to spoil it for you, but what I do want to do is show you how to draw Charlie. Not only how to draw Charlie, but also how to draw the horse that he drew too. So that's what we're going to do today. So grab yourself a piece of paper. This is how Draw with Rob works, just in case you've never seen one of these videos before. Because lots of people don't think they're very good at drawing. They tell me they don't think they're very good at drawing. Do you know what? I say that is absolute rubbish. Everybody can draw. There's no right or wrong answer with drawing. So who's to say what's good and what's bad? Do you see what I mean? No one. Some people, I will concede, they do need a bit of help with the order that we do the drawing in. So that's where I come in, because we are going to break this drawing down into little bite-sized pieces, which means I'll draw a simple shape or a line or a dot or something here. You can pause this video, copy what I do, start me up again, I'll draw a bit more, pause me, copy what I do, start me up, I draw, then you draw, then I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw. By the end, we are going to end up with a drawing, I promise you, that we are super, super proud of. Get your parents involved as well. Get them to draw. So many grown-ups draw with me and they say to me, "Do you know what? I haven't done a drawing since I was at primary school." Why? Why not? Drawing is like the best thing. It's a super, super fun thing to do. So why don't you get your grown-ups involved too? That would be fun. Right, so what you're going to need is a piece of paper. You're going to need a pen or a pencil, something to draw with. You might want something to colour with a bit later on to finish your drawing off. If you don't want to colour it in, don't colour it in. It's totally up to you. Also, when you're copying what I do, if yours doesn't look exactly like mine, do not worry about it. It's not meant to. There are no hard and fast rules when it comes to drawing. As I said, no right or wrong answer. Right, shall we start? Okay, we're going to start with Charlie. Now I'm going to draw Charlie on the right, I'll draw the horse that he drew on the left. The reason being I'm left-handed and I don't want to draw Charlie here, then start smudging him when I draw the horse. So I'm going to draw Charlie here and the horse here. I have to think ahead. You know what I mean? I don't want to make a mess of my hand and my drawing. So we're going to start sort of in the middle of the right-hand side of our picture, of our piece of paper, sorry, and we are going to draw quite a big sort of... what do you call it? It's not really an egg shape. I was going to say egg shape. It's more of like a squashed circle. So it's sort of like that. So like cross between a circle and a square or a rectangle. Like that. Okay? That is the first shape we are going to draw. On the side of that shape, just slightly below the centre, I want you to draw a little bump. Like that. And we're going to do one exactly the same size on the other side, like so. I'll tell you what this is. Charlie's head, Charlie's ears. Okay? Charlie's really easy to draw. The style of drawing in these books is a little bit more sketchy than I usually did because it's all about a little boy who draws pictures, so I wanted the drawings to look like they've been drawn quite quickly, which is handy when you're doing a Draw with Rob video showing you how to draw the characters, because we're going to do it quite quickly. Right. This is my favourite part of drawing Charlie because we're going to do his hair next. And his hair is sort of curly. So what we're going to do, we're going to do like some sort of loops like that. I think I do about 7 usually. So we start just above this ear here and we're going to come round. We're going to go up, in, out like a little loop. Then we're going to go round again. Like that. Like that. Don't worry if it overlaps like mine. Just makes it look a bit sketchier. Some of them you can do a bit bigger like that. I've just done that one a little bit bigger. But with the key thing is we sort of loop each one. We're going to loop that one as well. We're going to come round here. We'll loop that round there. We'll do 2 more, I think. 1 there, 1 there, and then we'll tuck in behind like that. What do you think? Easy, right? Easy peasy. And that is how you do Charlie McGrew's hair. I love drawing this character. He's so simple. Right, what we're going to do next is, now, I'm going to do some strange things here. First of all, I'm just going to draw Charlie's eyes, first of all. So what I've taken a slightly thinner pen, and his eyes are quite close together, right in the middle of his head, okay? So we're going to do one here, like that, about that size, not too big, like that. And then the other one quite close to it, maybe like 1/2 centimetre in between them, but exactly the same size, like that. And then his pupils, Charlie's pupils are quite big, they're quite dilated. He's, you know, like all artists, he's very keen at taking in everything that's around him. So his pupils are dilated to let as much light and as much information in as possible, so that he can look at things and then draw them later, because Charlie loves drawing. So there we go, Charlie's eyes. Now, that looks a bit funny, granted, but I am going to stop drawing at this point because I'm going to colour my Charlie in, and the other bits of Charlie that I need to add to his face and to his ears, like I need to do the inside of his ears. I always do those little swirl and things, don't I? I need to add some eyebrows, a mouth, a nose, maybe some freckles, but I want to colour in my Charlie before I do that because I don't want to smudge. If I was to do the mouth and everything now, I'd have to colour in really carefully around it and try not to smudge my ink. So I'm going to do that afterwards. But what we will do now, we will draw the rest of Charlie, okay? So we're going to start with his t-shirt. T-shirt is easy. We're going to come down from the bottom of his chin with 2 sort of slightly diagonal lines, so not straight, slightly going out at the bottom. Then we just join them up with a dead straight line. Remember what I said, Charlie is very, very simple to draw, and I did that on purpose. I want him to be easy to draw. The next thing we're going to do, just coming out the middle of both sides of his t-shirt, we're going to draw another straight line like that, slightly going upwards. It looks like 2 very thin arms, but that's not what it is. You'll see in a sec when I do this. We join up there, and we join up there. That is Charlie's t-shirt. Let's give Charlie some shorts. Easy peasy again. Straight down there, straight down there. Then we're going to go horizontal, horizontal with a gap in the middle. Then we're going to go up, across, down. Simple pair of shorts. The legs are very simple too. First of all, we do 2 straight lines down from that leg, 2 straight lines down from that side, and then we just do a little line at the bottom, like that. Then Charlie wears a nice pair of trainers. This is how we do the trainers. Straight across, let's do them about that big, and then curve around, like so. Here we go straight down. Then we're going to do a horizontal line underneath there, but it's slightly longer. Then we're going to go down and sort of complete the rectangle, like that. And that's one of his trainers. In fact, we can add the other detail here. Okay, well, first of all, let's do it the same on this side. So we're going to do exactly the same, but mirror image. So we start off, we do extend that line out horizontally and bend around. Go straight down there, straight across, making it slightly longer, like so. Oh, his left foot is a bit bigger than his right foot on my drawing. That doesn't matter. Listen, if you make a mistake like that, if you think it's a mistake, I'm not necessarily sure I do think it's a mistake, don't rub it out, don't start again. You can try and correct it a bit like I am with my drawing by just changing the thickness of the lines here and there, and it pretty much evens out. But don't throw your drawing away and start again if you make a little mistake like that. Just keep on going. All of this, imperfections I call them, they add character to your drawing, trust me. Right, finish off the detail of the trainers. First of all, we do a little curved line like that at each end, like so. Then we're going to add 3 little mini rectangles like that for laces on each shoe. 1, 2, 3, like that. And then here we just add a shape like that, just to finish off the detail of our trainers. Time to give Charlie some arms. This is easy peasy as well. We're just going to do 2 lines coming down like that from each of the sleeves. We'll do the whole arm first. Now, we'll go a bit further than the t-shirt, just below the t-shirt, we're going to draw a little thumb sticking out, like so. Then we're just going to carry on, and we're going to do 4 fingers. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just join straight up that line, like so. Let's do a mirror image on the other side. We come down like that. We do a thumb. We do the fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go straight back to the sleeve. I did that one slightly differently, didn't I? There is more than one way to do this drawing. Okay, that's pretty much Charlie's outline. That's all we're going to do so far. I'm going to actually colour him in now, okay? And then we'll come back, because it looks a bit funny without a nose and without a mouth, but rest assured it's going to look absolutely perfect by the time we finish. But I'm going to disappear now into super speed mode, and I'm going to colour Charlie in, okay? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, so I'm going to stop there for a second. So you can see I've drawn quite a lot of Charlie. Coloured quite a lot of Charlie, pretty much coloured him all. But remember I said I was going to leave a few bits to do after I've coloured. Well, let's start with the inside bits of his ear. Now, quite often I do this with pen, but today I've got a brown pencil here, and I'm just going to show you how to do that. This is how I always do ears. You know, I always talk about how it's really good to sort of copy other people's characters sometimes when you're drawing. So first of all, it's really fun. Second of all, you get to see how other people put their characters together, because different artists have different ways of drawing things. And I always do ears like this. So I draw the ear like we did earlier, and then I do these little swirly bits inside. I like all the, you know, the detaily bit of an ear. I don't know why I do it like that, but I just kind of always do. I think it's, you know, I like drawing swirls, as I often say. Hang on. There we go. Get rid of that. I'm going to make it a little bit thicker with this brown here. But do some little swirls in your ears, and your own ears, obviously, in the drawings of the ears on your page. So there we go, there's the ears. Eyebrows. Again, I'm going to use my dark brown pencil here. I'm going to add one eyebrow right up there and the other one right up there. It goes slightly up in the middle. Don't know why, just fancied it. Now I've got to take my pen and, well, let's give Charlie a nose first. And I'll do the nose, we'll do the nose with the brown pencil as well, maybe even a lighter one. So the nose, you just do like this. You do like an upside down U shape kind of thing. Slightly wonky. Sort of in the middle of the eyes, but just going up in the middle. Like that. That's how I draw Charlie's nose. I sort of draw some characters. I think in my book Show and Tell I didn't give any of the characters a nose. I don't know why. That's the thing. I just sort of changed my mind between books. There we go. Little Charlie nose, and then his mouth is right down towards the bottom of his face. We'll do it off to one side slightly. Like that, just a little smiley mouth. There we go. Like so. Ooh, that ink is very wet. Look how shiny it is. Just sitting there on the top of the pencil, just waiting for me to smudge it. Right, hang on, I'm going to go in with this other pen. See if I can calm it down a bit. Wow, so much ink came out then. Unbelievable, I'm really worried now about smudging it. But I think I'll be fine. Right, steer clear, Rob, steer clear. And then I've already drawn the cheeks, so you can see where I shaded these areas just a little bit darker. And I'm going to add some freckles over the top, just above the cheeks. We just add lots of little circles that we colour in, different sizes, like that. Just around, up over the top of the cheek, and the same on the other side. Just to make Charlie look a little cuter. Like so. So I'm using this kind of mid-brown pencil here to do my little freckles. And you can see where they go over the cheek. You can't really see them with this brown. So what you then do, you get a darker brown and you just go back over the top of your freckles in the darker areas. So the cheeks here. Just like that. And it works pretty well, I think. There you go. Charlie McGrew. That's not bad. That's how you draw Charlie McGrew. It really is that simple. As you can see here, I've given him, so if I take, here we go. There's Charlie. He wears a green and white striped t-shirt, blue shorts. There's his trainers. Hang on, let's see if I can get him next to, there we go. That's pretty good. It's not exactly the same, but it's pretty close. Certainly recognisable as Charlie. Obviously, you can do his clothes, whatever clothes you want him to wear, really. He can wear, he could wear a tuxedo. He could wear a clown costume. He could wear a rainbow stripy top with stars all over. Whatever you want, but I've stuck to the Charlie McGrew clothes that I gave him in the book. Right. So usually with a Draw with Rob video, I'd probably stop there, right? I would stop. I would say, right, that's the end of our drawing, but this drawing is, as it said in the title of the video, I'm showing you how to draw Charlie McGrew and the horse that he drew. So we're only halfway through. Right, but the horse is much simpler. There's no colouring involved in this horse because it's just outline, okay? So this is how we draw Charlie McGrew's horse. Now, can you see how I've drawn Charlie? I've left a bit of space at the top because Charlie's horse that he draws is a little bit taller than him. So we're going to put the horse here and we're probably going to go right up towards the top of our page. So the horse, this is how we start the horse. Let's go to about here, right? So about level with Charlie's ear. I want you to draw kind of 4/5 of a circle, okay? So we're going to come, hang on, I've just got to make sure I leave enough room. We're going to put the tail goes there. Let's go back here. So we're going to do like 4/5 of a circle. So we're going to come round and down like that. And then we're just going to, instead of joining right up there, we're just going to sort of start straightening up like that with a little gap there at the top. And then what we're going to do, we're going to sort of continue upwards to about there, okay? And then here we're going to turn at right angles and we're going to head up our page again, a bit higher than the other line, like so. Then here we're going to draw another bit of circle, like that, and this time we're going to stop at sort of, if you imagine it's a clock face, we're going to stop at 9 o'clock, okay, in our circle, like so. Then we're going to go straight down in a dead straight line, and we're going to do a little circle on the end, like that. The good thing about Charlie McGrew's horse is, then we do a straight, I forgot I was supposed to be telling you what to do, I was just carrying on drawing. We do a dead straight line to join that up there, and that's going to be our horse's face. Okay, the good thing about Charlie McGrew's horse is he's a very quick sketch of a horse. I'll show you the bit where Charlie draws him in the book. Where is it? There we go. He starts with a head and 2 ears at the top, a body plus hooves that go clippity-clop, a long swishy tail and a nice pair of eyes. Et voila! It's a horse. What a lovely surprise! And there's your little pencil saying add the horse's swishy tail to the drawing here, so you have to draw that in the book. But you can see he's drawn in the book very quickly. Look, have you noticed Charlie's using the same pen that I've got here? Exactly the same pen. Look, if I put the lid on. He's using my pen, and he's left-handed, just like me too. But look, he draws it very quickly, so that means we can draw it very quickly in our little drawing here too. So there we go. There is the horse's body and the horse's head. Now, at the top here, we're going to give Charlie's horse 2 ears. So we're going to draw like a big sort of tear shape coming off the side of his head there, and one on the other side too. Big old tear shapes. And then inside those tear shapes, we're going to draw thinner tear shapes, just to finish off the ears. There we go. Now this horse needs a mane. This is easy. We do one line, like that. We do another line a bit shorter on that side. And then we do a third line, just coming out that way. There we go. 3 little lines there. And then I think I do 5 lines for the mane. So we're going to do one sort of coming out like that. Can you see how I've got these nice broken bits from my brush? I love that. We're going to do one going back in like that. Then we're going to do one coming a bit further down like that. Then we do one going a bit further down like that. And then we just about fit one more in. There. And I might just go over the top of the bits where it joins up. Like that. That's pretty good. starting to look very horsey, isn't he? Shall we give him some legs? First of all, dead straight line down like that. See, I love that where it all breaks up. These brush pens are so nice. And then down like that. I mean, when I drew the book, I literally did it with this very pen. So it should look pretty similar to the one in the book. And then at the bottom of these, we're just going to draw a straight line, like a backwards L. And then we join that up to the main leg with a curve. Just like that. And then the rear legs, they're the same pretty much, but we're just going to do them a bit shorter behind. Like that. Exactly the same way of drawing the feet. One like that. And one like that. But just by doing them a little bit higher, it just helps with our perspective. Let's draw his tail. This is a fun bit. We start where his bottom is, obviously. We go up, we go down, and then we go up again at the end, like a sort of backwards S. Then I find it easy to start here this time. Come back around, make that a nice sharp point, and then we go all the way back around, like that, and go to another point there, where it joins his bottom. And there we go. A very nice horse's tail. Now, we need to do our horse's face. What we're going to do first is we're going to continue a line down from the mouth, from the nose, sorry, like that, to make his jaw, the bottom part of his mouth. And we're going to come around like that. Then here, we go straight up just a tiny little bit. And then we're going to do another curve that joins up to that line there. And that's going to be his kind of lower jaw. And we just then do a dead straight line in between to join them up. I'm going to switch to my thinner pen. I'm going quite quickly, aren't I? That's because I feel I just naturally feel this horse should be drawn very quickly. Just the nature of the drawing. Then I'm going to take my thin pen. I'm just going to do 3 little bumps. And they're going to be our horse's teeth. I love this horse. It's so fun. Let's give him some nostrils. 2 little tiny coloured in circly bits like that. And then the eyes, these are fun as well. Because what we're going to do, we're going to do 2 circles, obviously. 1. We're going to do them touching. Actually touching, like that. And then we're not just going to add the dots in. First of all, we're just going to add a straight line that goes all the way through both of these. Just sticks out of either side, like that. And they're going to be the eyelids. And then we just do semicircles for pupils. And that's a pretty cool look, isn't it? Look at that. And then the very last thing for the horse. 2 little eyebrows, a bit like Charlie's. There we go. Charlie McGrew and the horse that he drew. Now, I'm not going to colour my horse in, because if you look at the cover here, he's not coloured in, is he? Because there's a point in the book, I don't want to show you it because I don't want to spoil it. There's a point in the book where you have to colour in the horse, you see. So I'm going to let you colour in this horse too. I'm just going to leave mine blank as an outline, like that. And but you feel free to do what you want, colour in your horse any colour you like with any kind of patterns. It's totally your prerogative. The one thing I will do, I'm going to get my, hang on, I'm just turning away from the mic. Sorry about this, you probably can't hear me very well. Get my grey pencils and I'm going to add some shadow. So remember, shadow, bit of scribble around the feet, either side of the feet like that, even a little bit in front too. We'll do it here as well. And what I'll do with the horse, I'm just going to leave the feet white so it looks like meant to be white. See what I mean? There you go. Bit of shadow around there. I'm going to go a little bit darker right next to where the feet are. As I said, that really helps with the 3D illusion. I'm still worried about that wet, do you remember the wet ink mouth? So that's why I'm rotating my piece of paper so that I definitely don't smudge. There we go. Bit of shadow, put it in the middle, there we go, so you can see it. A nice little finishing touch to my drawing at least. Hopefully yours is going to be much more colourful. The very last thing I'm going to do with my drawing of Charlie McGrew and the horse that he drew, I'm going to sign it. Let's do it over here. We're going to do full signatures today. Oh, Biddulph. There we go. A nice finishing touch to our artwork. So gang, that is exactly how you draw Come on, Rob. It is a bit of a tongue twister, let's be honest. It's a little bit of a tongue twister. That is how you draw Charlie McGrew and the horse that he drew. What do you think? Are you happy with your drawing? I'm certainly very happy with mine. It's a really fun one to draw, and it's a really fun book too, if I do say so myself, and it could be yours for free. So as I said, you can pick up these books, these World Book Day books, pretty much any bookshop, whether that's your local independent bookshop, Waterstones. You can get them in supermarkets too. Most of the supermarkets will be stocking these books. You can get them online wherever books are sold as well. Yes, as I said, you get your free book token. Choose whatever book you want. That's the thing about reading. Do you know what? One of the most important things about reading is reading something that you like. You shouldn't have to read a book that you don't want to read. I know sometimes at school you have to read books. Okay, fine. You have to do that at school. But when it comes to your own spare time, you should choose a book yourself. Read what you like. Because you want to be a person who reads for pleasure. So read because you want to read, not because you have to read. And there's so many. Now, I'm sort of talking to parents now, really, about the importance of reading and the importance of reading with your children. The bedtime story is so crucial to a child's development, I can't tell you. I read to my girls right up until they were 14, 15 years old. And first of all, it's a lovely thing to do with your child, to spend a bit of one-on-one time with your child reading. It really does sort of strengthen the bond between you. But, you know, developing a curious mind is so important for your child's future well-being and success in life. Do you know what? The biggest single indicator of future success in a child's life is reading for pleasure. Those children that read for pleasure are by far the most likely to succeed in their lives and fulfill their potential. So you know what? Read to succeed. So many benefits. It helps build vocabulary, develop language, grammar skills, that kind of thing. I think one of the most important things is it develops curiosity. Curiosity is so important in life, right? If your child can't wait to turn the page to find out what happens, you know, to the dragon in the story, it follows that they're also going to be curious to find out what happens, how fold mountains are made, or what happened in the War of the Roses, you know, so it will help them learn at school as well. So as I said, super important reading. Reading stories with your children will encourage them to pick up books themselves and read. So that's it. I've finished talking to parents now. But children, go out, check out these books. As I said, there's 12 or 13 books available for you to choose from with your free token. But if you do choose mine, I really hope that you enjoy it and enjoy finishing the story off with your pens and your pencils and your crayons and things. Listen, I want to see your drawings of Charlie McGrew and the horse that you drew. So why don't you get somebody to take a picture of them and post them online using this hashtag, #DrawWithRob. That way I will get to see it. If you're watching on Facebook, you can just comment below this video and I'll get to see that too. YouTube, why don't you just click that subscribe button right now and turn your notifications on. That way you'll get told when a new video is coming out. Similarly, you can subscribe to my newsletter. Here you go. Here's the address right now. Just sign up totally for free with an email address, and I will pop news into your inbox every now and then with news of new Draw with Rob videos, new tour events. Come and see me live, meet me in person, show me your drawings in person. That would be fun. And also new books, that kind of thing, when they come out. But I can't wait to see your drawings. I'm sure you have done a brilliant job. Also, World Book Day. I know lots of you like to dress up as my characters from my books on World Book Day, particularly Peanut Jones. Where's Peanut? Here she is. I get loads and loads of peanuts and Rockwells and little bits too. In fact, here you go. Here's a little video of some of the peanuts that I have been sent in the past. Now, if you want to dress up as one of my characters, you can go to my website, and there's a download section of my website, and I'm going to put up a handy little outfit guide for Peanut, okay, and for a few of the characters in the Peanut Jones book. And also there is an official World Book Day guide to making your own Charlie McGrew horse, which you could just draw. I mean, I've shown you how to do it now. You could just draw this on a great big piece of paper, couldn't you? You could cut it out, stick it to some card, and then maybe get a big stick and stick that to the card and just carry that around with you in school. Maybe if you get a green and white striped t-shirt, that could be your World Book Day costume, Charlie McGrew, and the horse that he drew. So there you go. Lots of ideas for World Book Day. But the most important thing is you have fun on World Book Day. and you talk about books all day, and you read books, and maybe you draw pictures from books all day. Because, as I keep saying in this video, reading is super, super important. Right, that's enough. I've been talking for ages. I'm going to be back very soon with another video. In the meantime, keep on reading, keep on drawing, and take care, everyone. Hello everyone, it's Rob here. I hope you enjoyed your Draw with Rob video. I'm just popping up here again at the end. Got Ringo with me, as you can see. He's having a bit of a nap at the moment. But I just popped up here to tell you about my brand new Draw with Rob activity book. And this is it. It's called Draw with Rob in Space, an out of this world art activity book. And I think you're really going to like this one. So what's inside it? Well, we have lots of puzzles. Like these ones. We have some bits where I've started off the drawing and you guys have to finish the drawing off. I really like this one. It shows the cockpit of a spaceship and you have to add the controls. We have some crafting ideas for you. There's even a card game in there too. And of course, plenty of our usual draw-alongs. Like these guys. And of course, once you've done your draw-alongs, you draw them in the little frame that I have made next to the instructions. And then, can you see here, look, the pages, you probably can't see, but the pages are perforated down that side. So once you've done your drawing here, you just tear the page out, stick it up on the fridge, ready to display. And then once you've finished the entire book, once you've been through the whole activity book, you've got a nice certificate. You know, this is to certify that your name is officially a space superstar. So lots and lots of interstellar entertainment for you to keep you occupied when you're not watching a Draw with Rob video. The book is available now from wherever you get your books. Try and support your local bookshop if you can. And if you get it and you enjoy it, please let me know and send me lots of your pictures. I love to see your pictures. Right, that's it. I'm done. You can get on with the rest of your day now. I will see you very soon for another episode of Draw with Rob. Bye everyone.